Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We back. We back. We back. It's your boy Supernatural Element, aka Hardin the Magician. Whew. Early in the morning, my voice was cracking all over that intro. But well, I'm here. I'm back again. It's retrograde season. Mercury retrograde coming up. It's also a double eclipse and Venus retrograde. So all that really means is expect a lot of unresolved, let's just say, things from the past. People, places, scenarios, whatever, unresolved things from the past, they could bubble up to the surface, try to make an entrance back into your life. People may try to reconcile from the past. Expect that you may stutter a lot more over the next 6 weeks, fumble your words, forget what you were going to say. A lot of electronical disturbances. You're about a week or two away from me telling you that YouTube won't allow me to post videos, or they're processing too long, or whatever. So yeah, Mercury retrograde is like revisiting the past, and not revisiting the past, but like past things coming up. And also you'll be in the energy of retrograde too, so you'll be showing up in people's lives where you haven't been for a while. And again, it's very weird the way we all kind of just click into this energy without knowing it. But yeah, so I thought I'd get some retrograde messages, what to kind of expect over this next 6 weeks. I'm going to start with this Star Codes Oracle, and I'm going to flip it to some tarot. See, I was going to say what you want to do during retrograde is not do too much, because again, you'll get caught up in that retrograde energy, and now you're that thing from the past. And you know, again, you're speaking, but you're not exactly getting your point across the way you want to the first time. It's a very weird time. But it's saying here that actually to use this retrograde energy to get a lot done, to take a lot of actions, to, you know, be that fiery ram, be like Aries, be like the Emperor, like lead, get out there, don't fear the retrograde energy, and just kind of do your thing. If anything, put more passion, more fire, more drive behind what you're doing right now, and kind of, I guess it's like power your way through that retrograde, because it's gonna get weird. By the 5th week, it's gonna get weird. 1, 2, 1. So it's kind of like you don't really have to worry. Again, power, passion, action, these are your friends right now. Don't forget to lead. I mean, we talk about this all the time. Empress energy, don't forget to lead with gentle strength. Don't forget to, even in the retrograde, plant seeds, cultivate. Even me, it becomes, it's not the first time. It gets more difficult to do YouTube videos and these type of things, because electronics and like speech communication, I mean, emails, these type of things, you know, they just, for whatever reason, sometimes are obstructed. But they're saying that stay in action mode, but don't forget to keep a little bit of that Empress energy around you. You know, plant, cultivate, allow things to come towards you. Again, be the bee, not the wasp. Keep serving your purpose. You know what I mean? Keep gathering that pollen, creating that honey at the hive. You see what I'm saying? It really changes nothing, but it's going to change everything in the sense that your physical reality, again, could be affected. Some of your mental reality too, because again, it affects speech somehow. It's really crazy. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. Stay with the Empress energy, even though, I mean, when the opportunities come, don't be afraid to take action. Take advantage of everything you can, no matter how difficult the retrograde is going to make it. Exactly. And stay in your north node. Stay on your path. Keep looking towards the future. All the visions that you had, again, up until now, because I mean, retrograde is going to pass. It's just going to be a tumultuous time, let's say, energy-wise, where things can be obstructed, and things that you don't necessarily want to deal with from the past, you could find them coming up to the surface, and then you could find yourself having trouble dealing with those things, because again, the energy is so weird, it's so wonky, you know what I mean? And oh man, let Saturn get involved in this. And right now it's a Venus retrograde, which Venus is actually, I'll show you right now, you actually got that card right here, Venus beloved. So something here definitely in the message for all of us Venus retrograde, yeah, it's going to bring a lot, again, past, could be friendships, lovers, these types of things. Again, bringing these people back towards you. But again, if you get caught up in that energy, you'll also be one of the people that goes towards people with unresolved issues that you feel need to be resolved. And you won't, trust me, you won't be able to control it. You could sit down the whole retrograde like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. And then it's like, you got to go to one place. You got to go to the grocery store. You know what? You're going to run into somebody that you didn't want to run into and end up having a conversation that you did not expect to have. I mean, it's works sort of like that. You can't tell when you're into energy. It'll just take control. Sorry, y'all. Got to sip that morning coffee. All right. So again, keep looking to the future. Stay in your North Node. Know that, again, this is just an energy shift, an energy wave, something we have to work through. Things are going to get a little weird, but basically the message I'm getting is keep focusing on what you've been focusing on. Don't allow this time to slow you down or act as an obstacle or a blockage of any kind. This is not your mountain. And again, if it is your mountain, you know, as I've been taught over and over and over again, go over it, around it, underneath it, and if you can't, go through it. So again, continue on your journey. Stay in your Empress energy. Expect to continue to have be receptive and have energies come towards you, but use your fire when necessary, because you got Aries out here and now you got Mars, motion. So action, motion, fire. It's like, that's what I was saying before. Well, Aries came out first, Mars, motion came out now. So it's like, use your powers to continuously create and to forge your way forward. It's going to be, again, maybe not difficult, but wonky. It's like a path beset with challenges that you're meant to face. Oh yeah, I was saying Saturn. Oh yeah, I got off track. This is a Venus retrograde. So yeah, think Venus, the house of, you know, love, companionship, like all those things, togetherness. Venus is, it obviously represents love, but again, you may have people from the past, and not necessarily lovers. Again, could be old friends or maybe an old passion that you used to, like, let's say you used to love drawing. You might find yourself sketching a lot at this time for no reason, because it's like things from the past just have a way of resurfacing. But it's saying to stick to your main goal, your main path, your main journey. Bring a lot of fire, a lot of action, a lot of passion towards that, regardless of the retrograde. Don't let it get in the way of what you're doing, but it is going to be a wonky time. So stay in your North Node, stay in your Empress energy, continue to be receptive, let the things come to you. And when the opportunities arrive, or I mean, because you're going to be in Empress energy, right? So you're not going to be prone to taking action, but when should the need arrive or when the time comes, take action. And I realized again that I did not explain my Saturn point. Yes, if Saturn were to be involved in this, you would really be facing, Saturn forces you to face all the things that you don't want to look at. It forces you. So retrograde, and when Saturn gets involved, it's really, that's when people really start coming, you're really forced to deal with like a lot of inner work, trauma, traumatic situations you may have left on the back burner, things you tried to get away from. With Venus, it feels like it's going to be more, again, relationships, things that you were passionate about, things that you had, there's confirmation, things that you had deep connections to that you kind of, again, you walked away. These are frayed or fragmented energies still in your energy that you may think about sometimes. Maybe sometimes you feel these energies and you go back to them. But again, in a retrograde, you're definitely going to be revisiting these things. And at a time where you seem a little bit more frustrated, because like I said, it is an energy of frustration and like stagnation, like, oh, you know, just random things are going to start happening. You know, your phone just shuts off for no reason, and like different things like that. Your alarm may not go off when there's absolutely no reason for that to happen. Just different little electrical mishaps. And again, speech and communication. You might send an email and it just doesn't send. It just disappears into the ether. Like things like that will start happening consistently. Text messages you didn't mean to send, or you know, sitting on your phone and it records what you're saying and send it to someone and you're like, yo, my phone wasn't even open. Things like that can happen. It's a retrograde. You know, be careful with electronics, all electronics, and speech and communication, and anything that's sent through the ether can just be, again, you got to be like Iron Man, win with that thin thread of electric current. You know, a victory by the skin of your teeth. But yeah, just stay focused. Retrograde, It's gonna get weird. All right, let's go into the tarot. So yeah, you could, like I was saying, this could be a period of, it may come off as burdensome with just all the little mishaps that seem to get in your way. Not necessarily hold you back, but it's like trip you up is the word I'm looking for. That's retrograde energy. The tripping up of plans and carefully laid plans and well thought out communications. It's a tripping up of those types of things. Add Venus in the mix, and again, you got old lovers and things you used to love and things you used to care about coming out the woodwork. All right, so you got, it's like not gonna be bad though. First things first, retrograde is gonna seem like a burden to you. That's what it's saying. Doing all these things, trying to forge your way forward, remain in Empress energy, and take action at the times you should take